All right. Well, I'm going to start. Everyone else is just going to have to watch the replay, and that's totally fine. Okay. So today the title of it was How to Lose 10 Pounds in 10 Days. So the reason I said that is because I'm assuming that some of you have before in the past typed into Google, how can I lose this much weight, or how can I do this, or whatever, Google, right? So essentially what we're going to do is we are going to go through some of these things, these wonderful things that I found on Google. And we are going to figure out if you feel, as well as I feel, if these are realistic things to do. 10 pounds in 10 days literally means a pound a day. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is, I know some of you are in your car, but I'm going to share my screen here. And then if you guys want to watch the replay or whatever for that, you can. I just got to make sure I can share the right screen. So give me a hot second. Make sure this is coming up. That's Facebook. Okay, dope. Here we go. Share screen. Okay, here we go. So this is what I did. I typed in how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days. And then I basically went through and I just looked at some of these insane fucking things that people are coming up with. And what I want to do is I basically want to like bust the myths of some of these things, just to another reason, another way to prove to you guys that losing 10 pounds in 10 days is actually very unsustainable and very unhealthy. So that's basically what I'm going to go through with you guys today. And if you don't want to listen to me, that's totally fine. You can hop off. Okay. So one of these that I chose was, it's right here. Here we go. This one talks about how to walk off 10 pounds in 10 days. Okay. So I didn't read the whole thing. If you're like me, I just like scroll through shit and I'm like, oh, big letters. Great. Okay. Can walking help you lose weight? The answer to that is, in fact, yes, you guys. You have to remember, it's all about calories in versus calories out. So yes, if you are walking a lot, then you are exerting more energy. Okay. But essentially, what this is saying is, so it gives this brief little thing, like 155-pound person, how many calories they burn, and how fast that they're walking, right? So like if I'm just like chilling, I burn like 140 calories, okay, blah 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 blah. But then they give this walking plan to lose weight. Okay. So they tell you, like, week 1, if you do 3 15-minute walks during the week with a little incline, and basically what they're doing is they're increasing their walking, right? Like it's endurance. Basically what they're doing is they're increasing their endurance. But now I have this, so pick up the pace, find hills. Like, I get that, get your heart rate higher. But then my question would be to this person, whoever the fuck wrote this, would be, okay, so now if I've gotten to, okay, actually in the comments, how many of you already, some of you probably do, on this scale right here, how many steps do you guys walk per day? Some of you have a watch, some of you don't. Like on Sue, I know that you're slightly injured, so I'm not talking about like today, but like how many steps do you guys walk? And I'm not even going to be able to see the damn chat. But my assumption is the majority of people that I work with walk anywhere from 7,500 to 10,000 steps. So to this author right here, I would ask, well, what the fuck are my people supposed to do to lose 10 pounds in 10 days if they're already walking 10,000 steps? We're not talking about nutrition at all. All they're doing is saying that you need to walk. Okay. So that, again, doesn't work. Okay. The reason it doesn't work is because if I'm already walking 10 to 12,000 steps, does that mean that basically means that I need to increase my output, which, again, I've talked to you about this numerous times. It puts even more stress on the body. Like, what are you going to work out? Walk for 4 hours a day? That doesn't even make sense. It's not sustainable at all. I'm not saying walking's bad. What I'm saying is, like, after you lose the 10 pounds, then what? Like, we're just done now? And like, that's all we want to lose, or that's all we want to do? It's not. The walking portion is sustainable, but if you want to continue your weight loss journey, there has to be more to that, right? You have to add in that nutrition aspect. So then I found this great one. Oh yes, this one, I fucking love this one. Okay. This lady right here, 10 pounds in 10 days, Jackie Warner diet. Here we go. Oh my God. I cringed when I looked at this. Okay. The program she does, fuck you, Siri. The program that she does, is 3 10-day phases. Okay. Whatever. So phase 1, you get to consume 900 calories. 900. If you guys have been on my lives, and a lot of you are like on my lives all the time, or you watch the replays, eating less than your BMR, which the typical woman is anywhere, depends on how much muscle they have, but anywhere from 1,300 to 1,800 calories. So that means you are eating significantly low your BMR, which is okay for a small, like very short period of time. But if you are eating below that, you are again putting your body under a high state of stress. You're going to get that fucking brain fog again around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're just going to feel like shit all day. So phase 1, you get to eat 900 calories. Okay. Phase 2, you get to eat 1,200. Again, we're still not even at our BMR. Okay. So you get 900, then you get 1,200, which is a reverse diet slightly, but again, we are still significantly under our BMR. And then phase 3, you get to eat 1,500 calories. So we have finally gotten to your BMR. Okay. For some of you. So then she goes over like maintenance guidelines. So here is an example meal plan that she does. Not horrible, right? In the breakfast, she has her green tea does in fact, it's, what do I want to say? It does speed up the metabolism because it is caffeine, right? Then you have your grapefruit, great. You have your carb, you have your oatmeal, that's also a carb. You have 1 walnut, and then you get cold water, okay? So that's not a lot of calories. Then again, you get your morning snack. She does, this lady, whatever, she does have a protein, carb, and fat in this as well. You have your carb, and then you have your fats. So I do enjoy that. Then for lunch, you get, that sounds fucking horrible. 2 whole grain pieces of bread, avocado, and spinach. I mean, no offense, but I'm never fucking eating that. That sounds absolutely horrible. I mean, no, like I need to put meat on that at some point in time. So we basically have no protein here at all. Craving control bar, which I'm 100% is full of artificial sweeteners and all types of things, maybe has some protein in it. And then you get to have chicken at night. Okay. Then she is asking that I don't know what the fitness regime is here. But again, so here's the deal. So what she is saying is you're going from 900 calories, which obviously you're going to lose weight because most of you are eating over 900. You go from 900 to 1,200 to 1,500. So after you lose those 10 pounds and you're at 1,500, then what the fuck are you supposed to do? They never say, is this sustainable? So you're just going to keep consuming 1,500 calories for the rest of your life. You will eventually gain weight because that is probably more than likely less than someone's BMR. So it is not going to be sustainable. You are still going to have the brain fog. You are still going to have irregular bowel movements. Your metabolism is still fucked. Okay. So this again doesn't work. Okay. Maintenance. What, Walker? I'm on a call. Where's Izzy's buzzer? I have no idea where Izzy's buzzer is. That's a you thing. Ew. Okay. And it even says the cons here. Like, the diet is extremely restrictive. That's one thing that I don't do with any of my clients. This is not a sales pitch, but this is called life. If you find a coach that makes you restrict things, there's a difference between telling someone that they cannot have something and being like, it's okay in moderation. Like, should you drink alcohol every single day? Probably not. In moderation, it's probably okay. Should I consume a bag of Doritos every day? No, but like a Doritos here and there they're fine, right? It's called like living your life and what's like sustainable for you. So meal plans lack in variety. Yeah. Who wants to eat the same fucking thing every day? Do you really want to have the wheat toast with avocado and alfalfa sprouts every day? I don't. If you do, great. The diet is below the calorie limit. Again, I literally just talked to you about that. Oh, weird. Here's a red flag. You will experience fatigue. Well, no fucking shit. You're eating 900 calories when the estimated for a toddler is literally like 15 to 1,800. The recommended for an adult is like 1,800 to 2,200. So yes, if you want to feel like shit every single day, then you can follow this diet. Many find, oh, there goes Mandy again. Many find struggle to find enough energy to perform required exercise. So she tells you you need to exercise. However, you're too tired to exercise because you're not eating enough food. When you also are not eating enough food, I talk to you guys about this all the time, you literally will be losing muscle mass, not fat. Because your body, if it is in a high state of stress, it wants to keep all of the fat so it can keep you alive because it's protecting its organs. It's protecting you. Our body is smart. It wants you to stay alive. Okay. So again, horrible. Let's see what these. Oh God. Okay. Produces fast results. Yeah. Fast results. But then I would love to know how many people gain that plus back when they decide that 1,500 calories every day and eating wheat toast and avocado is not something they want to do. Okay, so that's horrible. I have two more for you. These were super fun for me to look through, by the way. Oh, yep. Here's another good one. This lady right here. Okay. Here we go. This one is 10 pounds in 10 days. Again, here we go. It's a meal plan. It's awesome. Okay, so again, you have to drink their breakfast smoothie, which yes, I also promote certain protein shakes, but I also don't tell people that they have to consume them. So that is also a red flag. If anybody tries to sign you up for something that say you have to take this supplement, you don't. A supplement is meant to supplement what you're already doing well, like what you're already doing. Okay. So I tell people, yes, protein shakes are fine. However, would I rather you consume whole foods and get your protein sources from lean meats? Yes, 100%. But sometimes we have to be able to do something quickly because I do understand that the majority of the people I work with are busy moms or they're busy, right? Our lives are insane. So you get a breakfast smoothie. Oh, good. Your morning snack, you get a cucumber and celery sticks. So good. You have your vegetables in there. We are lacking a fat. Okay. We are lacking a fat there. Lunch, you get a bowl of soup. Okay. So you get one bowl of soup and then containing one protein, one vegetable, and one fat. So where's the carb? We don't have a carb there. Okay. Perfect. Then your afternoon snack is a glass of water. Like, holy shit, you get some water today. That is a snack. That is not a snack. What it's doing is it is they're trying to get, there's another diet. Now I can't remember what it is. Walker, can you take her outside? There's another diet. And I've had clients that come to me that say that they're supposed to, and maybe even you guys have heard this, to help suppress your appetite so you don't eat as much and during your lunch, dinner, breakfast, is that they want you to consume 8 ounces of water. Okay. That's not good. It's taking away your hunger cues. And actually, I say that you shouldn't drink water or beverages at all while you're eating food because you want to pay attention to actually when you are full, just slamming a glass of water, your afternoon snack, you're going to be hungry in 5 fucking minutes after that. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, dinner, you get another bowl of soup. Look at that. You get a bowl of soup. And okay, the recipes are unchangeable. I'm gonna have to find those. The late night snack, kale chips. That sounds absolutely horrible as well. So let's see. This says your breakfast smoothie. You make it. So sunflower seeds, good. This actually isn't horrible right here, except for I'm curious where, besides sunflower seeds, I'm curious where the protein is. There's no protein there. Okay, so great. We get to lose muscle again. Tea, you get to have tea. Turmeric is actually really good, so I like that. Your soup, here we go. Soup. Water, celery, green beans, and mushrooms. Again, where the fuck is it? First of all, if you think that sounds good, I dare you to make that tonight and eat it. And then tell me that you want to eat that every day for 10 days for breakfast or for lunch and dinner. And if you do, I want you to just keep doing it for the rest of your life because that's what's going to work. So you have to eat soup every day for the rest of your life. Okay, that sounds horrible. So this entire diet here is basically cutting all your carbohydrates out, which I have told you guys numerous times that carbohydrates is our main fuel source. It cuts carbohydrates, and there's, I don't know, okay, one protein. So here it looks like you have about 40 in this entire day, you get 40 grams of protein. So again, are you going to lose weight? Fucking yes, you are, because you're not consuming enough food. You're not consuming enough protein. But the problem is you're going to be losing muscle, not body fat. What you guys want to do is lose body fat, and you want to keep it off. Okay. You do not want to be skinny fat. I just sent out a newsletter about that. All these people that lose all this weight super quickly, they still don't like the way they look, and their pants are still snug because they've lost muscle and not fat. Okay. All right. Here's your last one. Wait, I might have two more. The military diet. So once again, this diet has to do with calorie restriction and intermittent fasting. For those of you that are women, which you all are, intermittent fasting is not good for you for your hormones, okay? At all, actually, or your blood sugar, because you need to be consuming foods like every 2 to 3 hours in order to regulate your your blood sugar levels. So the first 3 days of this diet, just like the little Wagner chick over here, whatever the fuck her name is, you get to consume 800 to 1,000 calories a day. Again, you guys already know this. Literally preaching to the choir. It's under your BMR. Let's see. The next 4 days. Oh, good. The next 4 days you can eat whatever the fuck you want. So you're going to go from what they're trying to get you to do is carb cycle, which again is not great. It kind of depends on your training, but so you're going to consume 800 calories, but then the next day you can fucking eat McDonald's, Burger King, all the things that you want the next day, whatever you want. It don't matter. Okay. To me, that doesn't sound like you've learned anything that's sustainable. Okay. So, literally for 3 days. Oh, I love that. 3 days, 800 calories. Make sure you track that. And then for the next 4, go out on a limb, do whatever you want. That is creating inconsistency in what your body, our body wants to feel safe, and our body likes structure. Think of children. Maybe it's just my kid, but they, and us as adults too, like we do a lot better when we are in a structure, when we have like a routine. That's why a lot of people say on the weekends, they can't stay on track. And it's because their routine is like, they're not going to work, that like everything is kind of messed up. So what this plan is literally doing, it's taking you like out of routine. It's telling your body that I am going to starve you for 3 days, but then we're going to eat as many processed foods and whatever we want. So you're not even learning healthy things to put in your body. Again, are you going to lose weight? Yes, but at the cost of you feeling like complete shit. Because yes, I always say like moderation. I run by the rule of like 80-20. 80% of the time you should be consuming whole foods. Why? Because they're going to make you feel good. 20% of the time that allows you for like the junk food, the unprocessed food, like all of the things. But to have 3 days of low calorie and then 3 days of eating, 3-4 days, whatever, of eating whatever you want, is you are literally going to feel like crap. You're going to be fatigued. Your bowel movements, oh God, your digestive tract is just going to be an absolute hot mess because you're going to be backed up because your body was starved and now you just threw a whole bunch of food into it. Okay. So once again, that does not make sense. Let's see. I thought they said something about, oh, look at that. There have been no studies conducted specifically on the military diet and long-term weight loss. No shit, because after they lost the weight, they gained it all back because it's not sustainable. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. However, they did lose 7 to 11 pounds in a week, but then they also didn't keep up with these people afterwards to see if they've learned anything about like what actually makes them feel good. That's why I tell people to chase feeling good over aesthetics, because the more that you can feel your body to feel good, the more weight you will eventually lose. Okay. That was horrible. Oh, who should not try the 3-day diet? Oh, people with eating disorders. Yeah, no shit. You want to know why? Because you're starving yourself and then you're binge eating, and then you're starving yourself and then you're binge eating. It can cause an eating disorder, is what I think it can do. It sounds horrible, but it's cheap. It's totally cheap because you are going to eat coffee, tuna, cottage cheese, and some vegetables. That sounds horrible as well. Okay, I don't know if I went over this. This is the last one. Oh, yep. This is another food one. You guys, it's the exact same. Basically, what they're saying is, here we go. This one again is, this one's all about cutting carbs too, because it's having you eat breakfast. Again, good. You have, well, no. For breakfast, you get water, once again, black coffee, and then you get raw nuts. That's all you get, which is about 15, no, maybe 10 grams of protein there. And then for lunch, chicken and yogurt. Protein. Again, they're going on like the high protein here, but zero carbs. Zero carbs at all. Which if you're not consuming carbs, here's another touch point. That's when people are like, my body doesn't handle carbs. I'm insulin resistant. No, you're not. No, you're not insulin resistant unless you've seen a doctor, but typically that doesn't happen. Even people that go through menopause, yes. Do they become a little bit more insulin resistant? Yes. But that's where adding in carbs at a slower rate through reverse dieting is actually going to be beneficial for you, because you're teaching your body what it should consume. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys, my kids are awesome. Okay, so for lunch, protein, no carbs, no fat, actually. Snack, again, you guys, you've been watching these for a long time. What's it lacking? Vegetables, great. No protein, no fats. Your carb is very small because vegetables don't hold very many carbs. The vegetables don't have very many carbs. Dinner, eggs, cucumber, and unsweetened tea. Again, all of this sounds really horrible for me to consume because I like to eat normal people food. I do like eggs though, but again, this is probably going to get you around 800 calories, maybe even less than that. So they're restricting your diet, and they're not allowing you to eat carbs unless it is a vegetable. There's no even fruit in there, but you get to have extras. What are they? Weekends come. So if you are hankering for a drink, you can still indulge in a vodka lime soda. Okay. But you get to have one serving of that, which is fine. I'm totally okay with like not overindulging in alcoholic beverages. But basically, you guys, what I wanted, there was a couple of things that I wanted to prove to you on, is that when you Google things, you're going to get flooded with results. And I cannot tell you, before I educated myself enough, like 10 years ago, how many times I tried these things, these detoxes, these cutting out carbs, like all of the things. And I just felt like complete shit the entire time. And so it's very important for you guys to find these sustainable things that actually work, which honestly is like, if you just focus on one thing, we do this every single week, but it's like protein, water, sleep, and walking. Like those things, Amanda Oster was on here last week that said those things are working for her. It's sustainable. Then after we plateau in that weight loss, then we have to do things that are even a little bit more challenging. Okay. But all of those things that I just showed you were like going from 0 to 100. That like, if you want to feel miserable for 10 days and then for the most part gain it all back, like knock yourself out. But that's not the way I want to live. So that's like my segue also into, I posted about this, but boys, can you go outside, please? Thank you. Yeah, because I asked you to. So I believe it's August 12th. I'm starting a Gateway Habits. So essentially what's happening is $80. And every week you will get a nutrition, a mindset, and a movement goal. Okay. The winner of the challenge based on transformation, and it's probably going to be based on a video too of because it's not just a transformation in your body. It comes down to did you have significant mindset shifts of oh my gosh, I finally learned that I can still go on my date nights with my husband and I don't have to only eat a salad. I understand that, going from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, all of those things is what I'm looking for, not who can lose the most weight. The weight loss is an added bonus. Okay. Finding a routine that works for you, that is moving your body the way that you enjoy doing it, to release endorphins, to feel better, to increase cardiovascular health. Mindset is huge. We'll go over all that stuff: binge eating, emotionally eating, relationship with food. And then the nutrition portion is just has to do with basic habits that we do every single week, and we just add on top of those. But if you get someone to sign up with you, then you both get to enter in for $50, which is literally cheap for 8 weeks. So I'll be doing lives, but then you'll also be able to track your foods and all your progress and things like that. So if you don't want to join, that's I don't really care. You guys, you do you. Keep tuning into my lives, because I'm trying to provide you guys with as much value as I can so that you can stop going to Google, asking Google questions, or asking your friend that continues to crash diet, meaning, oh, I lost 30 pounds in the last 2 months. And then you see them again, and no offense, but they've gained 40. It's don't listen to them. They have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Seriously. So literally, if there's just one thing you can focus on this week, do 3 balanced meals, or protein, or getting outside to walk for a little bit. We're doing at Empower Fitness, we're doing a challenge of 12,000 steps a day for this week, or hitting up 3 classes. So finding things that you enjoy to do, that you truly feel like you can do for the rest of your life. All that shit that we just saw on the internet is not something that you can do for the rest of your life. It does not even make any sense. It is not sustainable. So, do any of you, before I get off, wow, 15,000, I just saw that, Savannah, 15,000 steps. You're badass. So you definitely aren't going to fit into that walking program on Google. If you guys have any questions for me right now, please let me know in the comments, or whatever. You can unmute. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the gym and train now, even though I don't want to. So there's that discipline. I don't know what I'm talking about next week. I'm still going to figure that one out. If you guys have any lingering thoughts or questions, or you go on Google now to see everything that people are saying about losing 10 pounds in 10 days, and you have questions about things, just message me. As always, thank you guys for literally giving me some of your time out of your day, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.